Well, Sheriff Buford Pusser's fame reached beyond McNairy County in the 60s and 70s. He ran in the same circles as Elvis, Billy Graham, and big politicians of the time.
Continuing with our day-long special reports, legend lawman. His fans have worked hard over the years to preserve his memorabilia and his story.
Just a little pocket gun.
If you want to know something about Sheriff Buford Pusser, Steve Sweat is your man.
This is one of Buford's guns.
Lawmakers recently designated him the honorary state historian of Sheriff Pusser. Sweat's home is practically a museum of the late sheriff's belongings, including the burned-up license plate from Pusser's car crash that killed him.
When this tag became available, I told my wife, Sherry, I said, I want that tag. Because that was the last time I seen Buford. And that was Friday night. And he died, and this tag was burned up the next Tuesday night.
Sweat is also a big fan of the sheriff, who was famous for carrying a big stick and cleaning up bootlegging, prostitution, and gambling.
Sheriff Pusser, his story is more powerful today than it's been since the beginning.
Sweat even owns a replica of the Dodge Polara Pusser drives in the 1973 Walking Tall film.
This is a recreation of the first Walking Tall movie car that Joe Don Baker was in.
Do you drive it much?
I don't drive it as much as I used to, but yeah, I've driven it in different states even, so carrying it to different functions, but it's pretty cool.
He made a difference.
McNairy County also has an actual museum, which was Pusser's old house.
This house looks like he just left it this morning.
Tina Mullis-Gerald is the curator. 177,000 people have toured this museum since it opened 37 years ago. And Mullis-Gerald is quick to clear up any myths, including that Pusser carried a big stick to fend off criminals. Pusser fans might be disappointed to find out Hollywood exaggerated that a little bit.
You'll see several sticks throughout the museum, but he didn't walk around with the stick all the time like they showed in the movie.
Oh, really?
But it is true that he was as physically large as the movies portray.
He was huge.
Yes, he was. They made bedding just for him.
Oh, my goodness.
A bedding company that was in Raymer, Tennessee, which is close to us. They made big Buford bedding and they sold it.
They marketed off of that,
Yes.
really?
6'6", 250 pounds, wore a size 15 shoe.
Pusser wasn't just large in stature, he also created a larger-than-life persona. Some credit his former career as a pro wrestler to teaching him how to market himself as sheriff. Whatever the secret, it worked. Sheriff Pusser's reputation made him a household name and allowed him to rub shoulders with the rich and famous.
And supposedly Elvis slept in this room. We are told that Elvis and Buford were friends.
Okay.
And Graceland has said the same thing.
Okay.
Johnny Cash, Billy Graham. That was a Republican dinner party at Johnny Cash's house. They were trying to get Buford to run for governor of Tennessee.
Oh, everything I've read, I have not heard that. Do you know if he considered it?
No, he wanted to stay in law enforcement.
And law enforcement is exactly where he remained. Pusser served 3 consecutive terms, the max at the time, before his tragic death in a car crash in 1974.
He'd been in Memphis. He came home, mowed the yard, got in his Corvette, went to the county fair, and then on the way home, he died that night.
And what was it? What did they rule it was in the end?
They ruled it an accident.
In McNairy County, Mark Kelly, News 2.
Immediately before his death, Pusser had announced that Hollywood was creating a second Walking Tall film after the success of the first. In the sequel, Pusser was going to try out his acting chops and play himself. Tragically, that never happened. Pusser died the summer of 1974. For more on Sheriff Buford Pusser, go to the Special Reports tab on our website, WKRN.com.